All right, welcome to Mustache Land 3. Will you introduce your name?
My name is Alexander.
I'm
you
pr0te,
can just call me Elsa.
Elsa, yeah.
And I'm Olivia.
And we have Odie, but unfortunately no microphone.
No microphone.
Okay, let's go live in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess it's important to use some of the time in the beginning. It's a cutscene to explain the main glitch mechanic in this run. In this run, you can, in this game, you can clip into walls, and that's what we're gonna be doing in many of the levels, and it breaks the game a lot. In the intro cutscene, I'm actually holding right, because as Wario is walking, if you hold right, it actually accelerates him, or it makes him run faster for some reason. They didn't remove the control completely for some reason. So the cutscene will be over in, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. Yeah, I don't know. The story of the game is you crash your plane. You find this mysterious music box, which somehow teleports you inside, and you meet this figure in the dark. He wants you to go get 5 music boxes for him because his powers has been sealed away. So, but Wario is no good guy. It's because he tells Wario that he gets to keep all the treasure afterwards that he actually wants to help. So that's what we're gonna do. And the first level is actually kind of tricky movement-wise. You'll see. Oh yeah, that's one tricky thing there. But a lot of precise inputs. You'll often see when we do runs of this stage that it will differ with like 3 seconds or something. This jump is very tight. Didn't get set on fire. It's like a, I don't know, very small percentage chance that torch will set you on fire, and that'll lose you 10 seconds. Of course, in normal running at home, and that's just an instant reset. But in marathon, I think it happened in 2016, I believe, when I ran this game. Okay, so in this game, there are 4 different treasure chests in each level. We're only going to get the ones that are necessary. Actually, we're going to get less than that, but yeah, each item will either be a music box, an upgrade, or some kind of item that will unlock something or another stage, or something inside a stage. So this is the first level where we will be sequence breaking. By jumping up here, I can get an enemy that throws donuts to throw at me. He's not really supposed to do that. That allows me to get down here early to get the red key. Now, to go to the red chest, we have to perform the first wall jump of the game. Those are frame perfect, so it might take a couple of tries. But I cannot jump over this wall normally. Oh, I got it first try. That's pretty good. Now comes another trick. Actually got it.
Nice.
This is frame perfect as well. It saves 10 seconds being able to clip into this wall, because then I only have to get fat once. Normally I'd have to get fat up there as well and spend some more time. So that's great. This would actually save me, I think, 13 seconds or something in my PB. So this is good. So far we're ahead of my PB. So now we're actually going to enter the same stage again to get another chest. This time it's more the normal strats. Just quickly duck from him. Oh, that was actually a mistake I've never done before. Alright. So I jump before he throws the donut. That's because when I fall into him, I will then kill him, which will initiate the animation of Wario hitting an enemy. And that will cancel the long animation of him getting fats, so I can move instantly instead of waiting 1.5 or 2 seconds, I think, maybe. So it saves a little of time. the next stage, because we will be skipping so many stages, there are many cool mechanics that you will only see once in this run, but will be many times in the game if you play it normally. This level has the kind of invisibility mechanic where you can run past these doors, and we will not be seeing that again, but normally of course we would. So by walking through pipes you regain your visibility, and the reason why I have to do that is because you cannot open the chest when you're invisible for some reason. Maybe he cannot see his hands and don't know where to put the key. I don't know. So far, so good. No real issues yet. But this game overall is full of frame-perfect, pixel-perfect tricks, and that's why it scares so many people to run any percent. Recently, this game has had a bit of a boom in players in the any percent glitchless category, which is a bit easier to get into than this. It took me about 14 days of just pure practicing the different tricks before I could even try doing a run. And when I did that run, it took over 2 hours to finish. So it is very hard. So here I'm gonna try to do a clip up to this key. Got it. It's also the setup I used there by dash jumping twice. That gets me into the exact position where I have to be. That was found by the Japanese runner, pr0te, in the beginning of time. So I dodged this coin because in the end of this stage, it will actually cost me some time when the game counts all the things you got in the stage. Don't want to get hit by that one. It will cost me about 15 seconds or something. So, but you'll see, because I skipped the coin, I can now skip that screen of the game showing coins very fast. So all in all, it actually saves 2.2 seconds skipping that coin. So this level has some tight movement, especially inside this room. It's very tricky with the normal GameCube gamepad that I'm playing on. As you might know, the only other really good controller for this would be the Hori controller, but it's very rare and very expensive, so haven't gotten my hands on that controller just yet. Yeah, so it actually looked like I got hit by that, but the hitbox is very small. So, but it was kind of close. I'd admit that. Great, so I believe it's the first boss stage. We haven't had a boss yet, no? Which is Doll Boy. He's a bit annoying. Upon entering the level, the game chooses a pattern, of course from RNG. And some patterns are good, some patterns can be very tricky, and let's see what happens. Before that, I'm gonna try to get the super roll, I call it. And I got it. Normally you'd have to get hits and then walk over the hill and roll again. Saves a bit of time just being able to jump over. I don't know what the frame window is for that, but it is somewhat tight. So this boss is actually skippable, but doesn't save so much time, so I'm not gonna go for that.
Oh
The dodge. Yes, and we got him. So that pattern was actually pretty bad, but we got it. So the problem with skipping this boss is that you have to do what we call a bufferless wall jump. That's because normally, or back in the day when we did wall jumps in this game, or maybe I should explain how it actually works. If you stand on a specific pixel and you dash with Wario's elbow, trademark elbow dash, if you then turn back just a frame before you hit the wall, and then instantly, or jump and then turn back again, then you can clip into the wall. But if, so it's easier when you're on the ground, because then you can turn back and jump and then turn back towards the wall. But if you have to jump up, I guess it makes more sense later, but if you have to dash jump and then clip, then you'd have to turn back and then turn back around to the wall with the very next frame. So what we usually did was turn back, pause the game at the same time, and then turn towards the wall when we unpause. But you cannot pause during boss fights, so you'd have to do it like press left, right, without pausing. It's quite possible though with the GameCube controller because it has the sticks as well that works simultaneously with the D-pad, so you can kind of press back and then flick the stick and then it would work that way. So this level is the only minigame we'll play. It's golf and... no thank you. So there's a 1 in 5 chance, I think, in getting the only stage you can beat with 1 hit. This can be tricky, but actually minigolf is kind of hard sometimes. That's a bad shot. Yes, okay. Great. So in any % run, this is the only time that we'll see the minigolf game. But of course, as I mentioned before, playing normally you'll play minigolf many times. Also, maybe some of you have noticed that sometimes when I break the blocks, I get a knockback, and sometimes I just fly right through them. It's because another thing that is very imperfect in this game, if you dash jump, if you press B and then A 1 frame apart from each other, then you can just fly through the blocks instead of getting a knockback. But so I always try to do that, but it's not every time you can get it, of course. So I'm gonna try and see if I can do a wall clip here. In the next stage, I have to stand quickly, get into a precise position. There we got it.
Nice.
Nice.
It saves just about 1 second, so it's not that important.
Missing it though.
Yep.
If you fall down, then you waste a lot of time.
Exactly. If you fall down, then you'll be sorry that you tried. Swimming, when you haven't even learned how to swim in this game, he's just floating on top of the water. It's very slow to get back up. So, but it went well. So next stage, I'm gonna try an RNG-based strat that no one really should ever go for. But because it's a marathon, I'm gonna give it a shot. So what's gonna happen is that there's an object and some kind of boiler that we can push. But every time you push it, it's random how much it gets pushed. Which comes into play now. It's that boiler up there. So if it doesn't work, then I've wasted, I don't know, 10 seconds or something. So let's see. Gotta get it all the way over there on the other side. No, didn't get it.
So close.
Yeah, it decided to be pushed too short. So, gonna do it the normal way. And this is not the last you'll be seeing to this boiler. We're gonna do something very fun with it very shortly. So, having your back turned against it, or should I say, when Wario dashes, some of his hurt box extends behind him, so you can actually push it even though you turn behind. And the good thing about that is then you don't get the knockback from pushing it, so that allows you to push it a little more faster. So we're gonna enter the same stage again, just after this cutscene, and yeah, maybe we should start explaining it now. When the room I was just in, where I pushed the boiler all the way, instead of pushing it to the right, we're gonna push it to the left up against the wall, and then we're gonna clip inside the boiler and dash outside of it, and then hope for the best RNG that it will push us into the wall and then out again, and that will shift the tiles, forcing zombies to spawn down there. And the importance of zombies, well, yeah, it's probably easier to explain when we see it. It's a bit of a technical strat. So first, of course, we gotta get the key. Yes, and that is an example of pressing B and then A just a frame after that. That's why I just plow through it. So to get out of here, we gotta do a wall jump. Like that. Yeah. A little too fast there. Alright, and then damage boost here, to get up a little faster. Yeah, you might have noticed that there's no hearts or health bar or anything. It's because this game, you're actually invincible, you cannot die. The trickiness in this game is more puzzle platforming. And sometimes when you get hit, it will cost you some time because you'll have to go back and then try something again. So that's the way you're getting punished in this game. Okay, so I'm gonna save before we do this, and that's something we not normally do here, but we'll do it elsewhere as well. That's because it's possible to soft lock here, and then we'd have to watch the whole stage again. I'm gonna try and clip inside it now. And let's hope for the best RNG. Yeah, so I didn't get it yet, but you'll know. This could take a while if the game doesn't want to cooperate. And of course, I get this first try in my PB, so it's a bit of annoying seeing the red splits all the time. The RNG god's not with us today. so normally I'd probably reset by now, because this is getting ridiculous. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. So now zombies spawn down here. They're normally not here. We're still the same place in the level. So I'm just gonna clip into the wall now, and you'll see that when I get it, that I'll be stuck and I'm not unable to do anything. But let's see here. Yeah, it can be a bit tricky. Yeah, now I'm stuck. I can't do anything, but exactly when I'm turning into a zombie, now I can start jumping up one tile at a time. So this allows us to enter this place in the level that we couldn't be without it. So the whole shifting of the tiles spawns the zombies, and that's what we need. So this boss, not so bad if you know what to do. Yeah. So it's basically football. If that bunny jumps on top of Wario, he gets turned into a ball, and then he will pretty much always score. So he has a bit of an advantage, but if you just never let him do that, it's not that bad. So yeah, the boiler not cooperating happens. So this is one of the music boxes. So a fun fact in this is the game is not really keeping track of what music boxes you have. It only really cares that you get the last one. So in the 80%, we don't really need to get more than 4. So we leave one out, and the mysterious guy from the beginning doesn't care. That's lucky enough. So this stage, it took me so long to be able to do this, because normally entering this stage you will have learned how to swim. We skipped that, so we're gonna have to do something way more difficult. We're gonna have to do wall jumps, but this time there's not enough space. Oh, that's just me messing up. There's not enough space to get to a correct position, so we're gonna have to do a turn back. And this is frame perfect twice. So let's see. They have been, yeah, they've got one, and then we have to do 4 of those. So this kind of turns many people off when coming into this this run, when trying to run it themselves.
Yes, Nice.
So the turn back in the air is frame perfect, and the turn back before the wall is frame perfect. So, oh yeah,
Nice.
Damn.
great. So that's better than I thought, because it has been annoying me a bit here
Yeah,
in the past.
you were worried about that one.
That's the kind of thing that sometimes it's just in my hands and it just works, and sometimes it just doesn't. So that's pretty good.
That's very, very smooth. Got time for a couple of donations?
Yeah, go ahead. Actually,
Alright,
a pretty good time.
So, we have $3 from the fourth guy, who says, good luck to my best friend speedrunning this game. So, thanks very much for that. And $20 from Horizon SP. Here is a little something for the event.
Oh yeah.
So, thank you very much for both of those donations. Really, really appreciate it.
Okay, so oh yeah, this stage is all about getting down here as fast as possible. So this is not going so good, but it's fine. It's fine. I lost 2, 3, 4 frames or something. It's all right. Okay, so we're gonna go and say hi to the next boss. Last time, where I was explaining, I was doing a run at home, and I was explaining how this was the easiest boss in the game. He got me, so I'm not gonna say anything about how easy it is. Let's just see what happens. And after this stage, glitch lovers will like this run. So first get the key. Oh yes, as you have already noticed, that main mechanic of this game is Wario, of course, turning into a lot of different states. So this is the floaty states. So this is not actually the intended way. They want you to go on top of those blocks, but this is much easier and faster. So yeah, precise jumping is actually pretty hard. If you watch the task, it will just say da 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 da, and then it's up there. So here we go. So it's first hit out of 3. Okay. That's it.
Now you can call it the easiest boss in the
Yes,
game.
that was the easiest boss in the game. So if you let him rise all the way, he will spit some kind of balls at you, and if he hits you, then you have to play the fight again. It's not really that bad, but
You can still fall down though, even after, beating him. You can still fall down, then
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to go all the way up again.
yeah, exactly. But then you don't have to beat him again if you
That's
beat
true.
him. Okay, so this next stage is actually out there in the grass. The stage itself is not unlocked, but the pointer from that stage is unlocked, so we can go there. Even though. So this strat might look a little funny, but I can ensure you it's necessary. Okay, got it.
Nice.
That lets us skip this fire puzzle. Because Wario is the same place in the level, but the tiles has been shifted. So he doesn't believe anymore that the fire block exists, so he can just bypass it. Yeah, it's kind of philosophical in a way, but right, so this was only the beginning. What a rush. Okay, so coming up next here is an extremely precise setup with okay, that happens sometimes. Don't worry. We just take another flight here. So that's why most runners actually fly into it from the left. I just try to make it hit Wario in the left side. Like this. Okay, so we don't want to kill this guy. He's very crucial to this trick. I'm just gonna get in a precise pixel now. We're gonna save, and we always do this because this is frame perfect, and I will have to use a couple of tries. I have to turn back right before he hits the wall. this could take a couple of tries. A little too early. A little too early too. Maybe I'm too excited. Yes, there we got it. So the thing why this has to be so precise is it's easy to clip into the wall using that, but we also have to time it with the donut, because if Wario is crouched, then he cannot eat the donuts. So I have to clip inside the wall and then eat the donut right after. So that allows us to go outside, out of bounds. We're now gonna fly all the way up outside of the actual level data, then go out to the glitch world. Ooh. And from there I'm gonna save, because a lot can go wrong out there. But it's not as bad as we used to. We had an old strat where we went to a room that was just blinking colors, and if you hit a wrong tile, it would just delete the save and return you to the menu and have you start a new game. Shouldn't be that bad. But I'm gonna save here just to be safe. So there's a switch out here that we're gonna hit exactly once, otherwise I'm gonna load the save. Like that. And then we're gonna go to a pipe now, and wrong mob. Yes, got it.
Nice.
So the reason why we had to do all that is because we're now in a part of the level that we haven't unlocked yet. Yes, the eating animation cancel. Save some time. So for now it's just the normal rest of the stage. Gonna try to get a 1-frame jump. Didn't get it. Saves 2 seconds if you get it. Maybe a little less. So when on fire, you wanna stay on the ground as much as possible, because he's not really just on a timer. The timer pauses when you are in the air. So that's why if I got that jump outside of the fire, it's when you're set on fire, you have 1 frame to jump. If I got that jump, then I would have to jump 1 less time, and that would save some time. Now here comes a very, very crucial corner boost. If I can get it. Yes, it saves a frame or something. So of course it's very necessary to get the world record. It's the corner boost there.
Yep.
So if you look in the bottom of the screen now, that shows all the power-ups that Wario has. We only collected the second one and then this one, but it's because the power-ups in this game are not flags for each of them. The game does not track each power-up just like the music box. It only tracks like one variable, so now the value is probably 5 or something, and so it just assumes that we picked all of them now. So get one and we buy one and get 4 for free. If you missed the last level, don't worry, we're gonna do almost the same thing again now, just something else in the glitch world. So it's the same setup now, which would be a good time for donations, if you have any. Okay, so the reason why that is so difficult, it's not just about spamming, it's about spamming in a specific kind of rhythm, and it took me so long to get used to that. It was very frustrating actually, so that's just another thing to add to the any percent category. I'm just gonna try a trick here for swaggy reasons. Oh. Yes.
Nice.
Would it even save anything now that you
Yes,
tried?
1.5 or 2 seconds I think at max. Or maybe a half second, 1 second, something. If you do that first try, it saves about 4 seconds. So right now it's the same setup as before, but it's gonna be a little more glitchy this time when we get to the out-of-bounds stuff. So let's hope we can get this. No. Just about. There we go.
Nice.
Yes.
Third try is pretty good.
You know, it's the charm.
I knew you'd say it.
Great. Just gonna stand there to make sure that everything works. Okay. So, again, donations if you have any.
There's no new donations coming in recently, but
Alright.
yeah, don't worry, I'm definitely on it.
Yeah, I'll just tell you whenever it's a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
anyway.
no. I mean, all this looks very normal.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's the normal way to beat the level, really.
Yeah. So anyway, how was your day?
It's fine.
Yeah.
How about yours?
Yeah, it's not bad so far. It's not bad. Yeah. You've been stung recently? You're not like puffing up like a balloon at all.
No, well, I'm a little bit allergic, but it should be all right.
Okay.
I'm healed now. It's fine.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks the same right now, but I'm gonna go somewhere else. Hopefully. Yeah, picked up that coin. It's
2.2 seconds.
2.2 seconds right there. So definitely a reset, but I don't know with you guys. I'm just gonna continue. So we're gonna have to stand here and just let the
Step
camera scroll.
dance.
Step dance a little. He's pretty good. Didn't get stung. So as you can tell, nothing really special so far.
Ooh,
A little bit of
no
swimming.
securities.
It's healthy for your whole body. So this is exactly 4 times I have to swim past the screen. That should be it. Yes, and here's the warp. So pretty easy to find. I think didn't take me so long first time I played as a child. But yeah.
Now the tiles are messed up. Happens sometimes.
Yeah, so when you do this, the tiles might be messed up for the rest of the game. No, until we reset only. So yeah, I didn't learn to jump as high, so I have to wall jump out here. Okay, luckily I landed there. So I'm gonna be a little careful now. Because one mistake out here can mean that I have to reload that save we made earlier. Yes. So tread carefully. So this is again the room that you cannot access yet. And getting hit out there means that you go all the way back actually to the beginning of that room, and you cannot get up here again. So it's gotta be careful. Runs has been killed. Too bad. So moment of silence, and that should do it. So this level will, yeah, the glitch of the tiles will be very visible here. Yeah. So the interesting thing about this level is another wall jump, which will skip the boss fight. But of course we just gotta get the key first. So it is actually a little bit risky, because you have to do this wall clip out in the open. You'll see right here. There's the possibility that we can fall down. There we go.
Nice.
So that saves 22 seconds, just about. Coming up is Wolfen Boss, or Wolfen RNG Boss. So that fight, oh yeah, sometimes you can mess it up and it's very annoying, but other than that, the fight is not that bad. But he has a thing where he chooses kind of when the fight can progress, and sometimes he takes his time. And there's not a lot you can do about that, or at least not what we know of. So again, we can swim because the game thinks we can swim. So we'll just accept that and say thanks. So in the TAS, you can actually swim against the current here and go up to that door much quicker. And that's because on emulator you can press up and down on left and right at the same time. And the console will block those inputs, even though you can actually do it on this gamepad. But doing that will allow you to swim against the current before you have learned that in the game. So here we go. Currently no way to skip the fights. So in the beginning he has to throw 2 dust balls. I cannot do anything against him.
That was very slow.
Yeah, that was very, very slow. Most of the time he can throw them exactly when he means to. What I need him to do now is throw...
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so slow. Like, this is so bad.
Yeah, this is very slow. Yeah, that's good. So now I can hit him. And now it's up to him again when I can do something.
Horrible RNG.
Yeah,
This
it's actually incredibly
Some of the
bad.
worst RNG
Yeah.
you can get. Yeah, and the last one now. Oh, that was good. But you can see that's how fast he could actually do it all 3 times. Yes. You got him. Okay, so this run is full of run killers, but the next one is probably one of the biggest, most known. What we have to do is frame perfect, of course, wall jump, but this time it's outside of the screen, so you have no visual cue. You just have to know the timing by heart. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to press backwards on the D-pad and then flick the C stick. So I turn him back and then against the wall. And hopefully I'll get the clip. When I get it, it's going to look like nothing. It's going to look like it was what I was supposed to do. So unfortunately, with all that stress, it doesn't even look that impressive. Yeah, every time I fall down is when I didn't hit the correct frame. That was too early. So this can probably take a couple of tries. This could actually take all night. Oh, there we got it.
Nice.
Great.
Way harder than it looks, really.
Yes.
Way harder.
Yeah, it's one of those tricks that when you try to do that the first time, you'll spend at least half an hour before you get it the first time. So
At least.
aggressive bubbles there. Sometimes they don't spawn on the last one, but always avoidable, luckily. And now more letter scroll glitching. If my muscles can do it. Yeah, this the letter jump, not jump, but crawl spamming. If you mess that up too many times, then your muscles will just don't cooperate. So sometimes I've had to reset because of that.
It looks funny on stream, though.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine his camera is usually like something like this.
Yeah, so we got this. So we're at the same spot in the level. We just shifted the tiles. That allows me to grab the key through the wall. Now if I save here, because of where I actually am in the stage, when I go back, I'm right at the chest. So that strat is pretty cool. And I was so annoyed in the beginning when that ladder scrolling was found, because, oh man, I just couldn't do it, but a lot of practice and
It's also because the guy who found that kind of ladder scrolling uses a different technique. So he had to actually come up with his own way of doing it. So like the guy Black who found it, he uses, or does it, he uses the D-pad while he has to use the stick.
yeah. And Black is the current world record holder. I'm just unluckily 15 seconds behind him because I messed up a trick in the end that would actually have got me the world record. But
The last run killer.
yeah, that's the nature of this game. You'll get to see what trick that was later. So quick dodge there. So this stage I'll carry a wall jump in the water if I can get this jump. There we go. Now I'm actually, that was actually a precise pixelized on and timed, so that will hopefully allow us to get up here. Yes. So normally you cannot do that because you cannot jump and then crouch. As in many other games, you have to crouch before you jump to be, you know, duck jump. So, but clipping into the wall outside of the water is the way to go. So for some reason, standing on the correct pixel, then dashing into the water makes you store the kind of wall jump ability. So we'll see that in this stage as well. Actually, a funny thing, many runners used to use a wall clip from the water in the beginning for a very long time until someone actually tested it and found out that it was slower than doing the normal routes. Just looked more cool, so I guess they just went with that. So this stage is funny because they put the green key in a spot where you cannot reach it. Like saying, haha, you cannot reach it, you have to do the level normally. But then if you store the wall jump and just swim over there, then you can just jump up and get it. So it's like a haha back to the developers kind of thing. But they will probably never see it. The next stage is has a very cool strat. There's no, I don't think so. No glitches in the next stage. But it has a cool strat that is unintended, but it isn't a glitch. So just gonna have to go down there. It's a bit tricky to execute, so I'm just gonna see if I can do it correctly. Holding jump now lets this barrel live. Normally it will explode, and this is the setup. I can just get past it. So I'm gonna make this guy follow me into this room, where he can blow me up. And that will allow me to grab the key up here. Normally you're supposed to have the super ground pound, because there's a frog down there. Don't ask me why on earth it's a frog in this, but it is. You'll get to see it in a second. Normally you'd have to ground pound that frog and all the way up there so you can jump on its head. But we don't have the super ground. There it is, a frog thing. But luring that mosquito inside the room will just let us use that as a way of going up.
Cool. Got time for a couple of donations?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fantastic. So, the Loch Ness Monster donated $3.50. It says, this run got me VAC banned on Steam, and I need about pr0te. So, thanks very much for donating your needed money. Anyway, moving on, we have $5 from Nicky Nick, who says, the man of the hour, Tor G, aka pr0te. Good luck.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Thanks very much for both of those guys.
All right. So second last stage before the final boss. Okay, so we just got the glove, the final glove that allows us to throw big enemies, but it is the final item, which means that we now have everything that we could ever want. Oh, thank you. Great. This is actually the ability that allows us to throw this guy if he wants to cooperate. Destroy these blocks. And the reason why I jump here, I've had these questions today, is because the rest of the wall is not destructible, so you have to do that. And we talked about how annoying that must be for new players that just they try to destroy the wall normally, and then you can't destroy it, and then they run away and spend hours not knowing what to do.
Same with the hidden key behind a wall.
Yeah, there's a hidden key. I'll show you very soon. That you could probably also spend some time looking for. It's up there right above me now. There's a key behind the pillar. So now we're just going back. And the real thing in this stage is just these red blocks and switches, and you might know them from some Mario games as well. And this wall is only destructible with that guy. Just no way to tell. And the most important corner boost in the game. Yeah,
What a shame.
sometimes the sound in this game kind of sounds like he farts. When you jump, when certain notes of the music is playing, the jump will just sound ridiculously low pitched, which is kind of funny. So we're now about to play the final stage, and in this stage there is a boss as well, and that is where it went wrong in my PB. It's of course another frame perfect trick. Right at the end, you can skip the entire boss fights, and that will save you just about 45 seconds. So it's a big skip. But depending on how many tries you use to get that, that's how much it'll actually save you.
How much is like every try?
I counted that once. Actually, forgot how much it is. But it's like, I don't know, 7, 8 seconds or something for each try, I think. Probably 8. So the annoying thing of the level design in this stage is actually the key is right there. That's the key we need. It's outside of the tower. So that means we're gonna have to grab it, go all the way down, and do the whole thing again. And nothing has changed. It's the same level, just again. So the thing is, you'll notice the puppet master there in the chat. I actually found a way with him to grab this key during some out of bounds glitching. So without leaving the tower, but unfortunately it was, I don't know what it was, between 5 and 10 seconds. That's how I remember it. Slower than normal stress. So that was very sad because it looked super cool. So here we go. It's the spider boss. So he will throw a ball of web, and I'm gonna grab that, stand on a specific pixel, just that he has to go right. Should be this pixel. Yeah, almost.
That was close.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip into the wall up there, and then I'm gonna jump on the next ball of web he throws. It looked like I got it, but I didn't. That's the worst RNG. There's nothing you can do about it. Still not. It's very precise. I expected this to take some tries.
This is also why it's the last run killer. And it's
still
at the
not.
very end.
Yeah. And this is, if you want to get world record or something, this is required.
Yeah.
No, actually thought maybe I am actually on the wrong pixel. I never played on RGB before. This looks like... Nah, this should be it. Maybe I'm gonna have to try a different pixel because I'm used to playing this on composite cables where the quality is really bad. I'm just used to exactly how it looks, but it's just depending on the yeah, this should be it, but it isn't.
Maybe the spider just had enough.
Yeah, because this really shouldn't be it. I don't think. Maybe.
Oh shit.
Nah, I don't think. Gonna try the other pixel again and see how that works out.
Oh no!
Yeah, that can happen. So it's not that big of a deal. We'll just go down here. Yes. Yeah, I'm seeing the tips because it's so long time ago I played on emulator, where it's of course much easier to see. Like I'm just so sure that it should be this one, but it just isn't. Thank you.
Actually, it's strange.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, you know, because You have to stand on a specific pixel, and when you're not sure, it makes it even harder. There we go.
Oh, there we
Nice.
go. Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Finally. Okay, it was the wrong pixel. Was the wrong pixel. Okay, so it's a cool skip because you can clip into the wall, and then you have to wait, and then jump on top of the web again. So yeah, but it's because this TV and this RGB cable is just so much better quality that I forgot how the game actually looks. Yeah, but it worked out. You got to see it. That's the most important thing. So now it's only the last boss. And oddly enough, we've been doing 3 hits the whole game, but the last boss is 4 hits. But I will let you know before this time. So we see here the 5 music boxes. I actually don't remember which one I think it's the red one actually we didn't get, but Wario just has it anyway. I think he's a good thief. We didn't even see it. So what he's doing now, he's unleashing the guy in the dark.
Giants.
He's about to find out that things are not what they seem to be.
Like here he's using the stick again to run a little bit faster. Normally Wario wouldn't run this fast. But if you use the stick in the same direction he's running, then he will be a bit faster.
Yeah, I think it saves time. I don't even know.
We haven't tested it yet.
So, unfortunately, this guy was the bad guy all along, and now we unleashed his powers, and he wants to kill us. But he's no match.
Time is coming up.
So
On the
time-
4th hit.
The 4th hit. Oh shit! Sorry.
That is the second hit.
3,
And
So,
time.
4.
So that was actually a quick kill. Normally you just hit him once, and you have to wait, and you have to do it again. But timing it correctly, you can avoid his kind of pounce in the ground that will make you drop the hand. So yeah, that's Mustache Land 3 for you. Any percent? I think it went all right. And so. Thanks to the people I have here on the couch, Erse and Olivia and Odia for coming. And oh yes, I always hit this button. Thanks for everyone at home watching. Been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the run. And what is coming next? Pokemon XD. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think unless there's some donations that has something to do with this, I think it's it.
No, I've read everything, but yeah, thank you very much for that run. That was very entertaining.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I've not actually played this the Moustache 3. I've played Moustache 4.
Oh yeah,
It's,
the fast one.
Yeah, the fast one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you made this look pretty damn fast, though.
Yeah,
More
at
entertaining.
times. At
Yeah.
times.
No, thanks so much for that. Do you run the glitchless variation as well? I think there are a few people in chat talking about that.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's-
actually only run the any percent. I just want to go fast, you know.
Yeah.
So whatever it takes, I want to go fast. So
People should also feel free to actually join the Any% community, just the Wario Land 3 community. But a lot of people are scared of the Any% because it is so frame perfect in like almost the entire run. But if you want to run the Any%, there's a lot of people who are willing to help you and to watch you and
yeah.
help
So
you learn.
and also the glitches category is kind of fun too. And there are a lot of people playing that currently. So
You can start off with that always.
come on over, join the Wario Discord, and get started. Also shout outs to the Wario community. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Great, yeah, thanks very much. I think, I guess just to add to that, I think like a lot of people here, frame perfect, and it's like some kind of ethereal boogeyman, but it really isn't. It just means that it's persistent time, and it looks like you've got a lot of setups there.
Yeah.
And there's like loads of ones that you missed, but they didn't cost too much time, so you can kind of keep trying.
Yeah, so that's the good thing about it. And
Yeah.
also this game lets you save wherever you want. So we
Yeah,
can save
that's really
right
handy.
before something too. Otherwise it'll be, we'll probably use some other strats.
It wouldn't be some marathon safe, would it?
No, not at all.
But yeah, no, thanks so much for that. Really great, and thanks to the rest of the couch for helping out as well. bring in the hype. Cool. So yeah.